Noemi here, diaspora founder, investor, and builder of business that to get built. Okay, so in San Diego, one of my favorite cities in the world. Literally, if you have never lived in San Diego or if you've ever visited, please make it your hotspot. But something that I was thinking about, so as I'm going around sort of marketing my honey to different boutiques and stores, it made me realize, I was like, one thing I noticed as an African diaspora, and I'm guilty of this, like my first startup in Congo 4 years ago, Kinspot, flopped. I raised 300K for seed fund. It flopped within 6 months. It was like a booking app for tourism, only to realize the restaurants, salons, and spas on the app, they lack cash, and there was no recurring revenue. So one thing I noticed is like, I'm so good at branding, storytelling, marketing. If you follow me in any of my platforms, you'll notice I'm very big on that. And it's a beautiful quality. But it got me thinking. I was like, I think sometimes as a member of the diaspora, what we suffer from, and I'm generalizing here, is that when you grow up in the West, when you think of it economically, it has gone to a point where the service industry is dominant. And when there is a product, you focus a lot on branding to differentiate yourself in the market. Whereas in many markets in the African continent, a lot of businesses that thrive the most are functional, basic businesses. And those are traditional sectors. They don't need as much branding or marketing. And so going back to the African continent, we sometimes assume it's like the West. So we bring on businesses and products and put so much emphasis on the design, only to realize that the average consumer, the mass in that market, doesn't necessarily care about that. They just want something functional, practical. And this is why I always say essential businesses are the way to go, in my honest opinion. Yes, there's room for everything. There's room for the arts, there's room for that, fashion, you name it. But I'm just saying, from my experience, the monies is in more the essential businesses. And let's be honest, when you're moving bags of rice from Thailand and importing it in Congo, no one cares about the label of that brand. They just remember jasmine rice. They don't know what the bag looks like. They don't know the design. They don't care. And guess what? That's where the money is. I'm just saying.